Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game, and you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Now the kicker, Brandon McManus, about ready to get us started. And off we go from Tampa. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And some extras coming up on the line here, ready for the blitz. On the ground with a tight end. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
Now Breeze. Hunter Henry brings it in. 23 yards on the play.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a game in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that'll open things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
And they still need 8 yards for the first here on second down. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Call it a gain of 3, and they're going to have a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
From the gun on third down, Breeze. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. From midfield, here's Breeze. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone...
There goes Mark Ingram. Touchdown, New Orleans. Mark Ingram, 35 yards. And the Saints have taken the early lead. So they get the ball on the opening drive. They take it in for the score.
And how about setting the tone right away? Everyone talks about wanting to do that, but you always hear it in every locker room. First 5 minutes of the game, who's going to set the tone? Who's going to take control? Guess who just did?
Well, now on the next drive, when you score that quickly, or you're scored that quickly against, probably feel like you need to respond.
Yeah, without a doubt. In other words, you've actually put the pressure even more so on your opponent.
Here's Myers now to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. First down, Mariota. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Dayon Buchanan coming on the blitz. He gets him for a loss of 7.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye. That happened fast, and a big sack. Mariota now on second down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Ken Crawley. So they've got the football, and they'll start right on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find the spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And it's caught. And he's brought down after a good gain. A good pickup there of 20 yards. We'll see a lot of that from Drew Brees. Spread the field, get rid of the ball quickly.
He spreads the field out a lot, so he's able to recognize the defenses, the coverages, and if people are going to blitz him.
And he takes it across and into the end zone. Touchdown, Saints. Mark Ingram with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Saints add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. On the ground, this is Leonard Fournette. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
They force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Play action now. Mariota. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
Well, when defensive coordinators game plan to put pressure on a quarterback, they often want to use blindside rushes, and that's exactly what they did there. The cornerback gets to him and drops him.
And they're going to go for it here on the 4th down try. Mariota's going to stay out there. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. They're indeed going. It's Mariota. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Saints football to begin quarter number 2. And they've got it here with a first down. Now a play fake here on first down. He goes underneath to Ingram. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. It's a gain of 5, and it'll be a second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A gain of 32 that time.
The best passing attacks in the NFL often incorporate the guys out of the backfield catching the football. And that's what we just got on that play. As a primary receiver, not always just a check down.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Sheldon Rankins in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Breeze. Open man right side is Ingram. And down inside the 15 he goes. He got 18 yards out of that one, and it gets him a new set of downs. The Saints put up 29 points a game last year, second only to the Falcons, and they're in range to get some points on this drive as well. 1st and 10. Throwing now is Breeze. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. Coming into the year, Breeze, 465 touchdown passes. Add another one to the total.
You know, it's funny. I just talked with his college head coach, and he told me that when Drew was a sophomore at Purdue, they weren't sure he was truly the starter, even though he started the opening game, and he made a play early in that one where the coach got on the headset and told the rest of the staff, well, fellas, we found our quarterback. Now we got to make sure we find the rest of our team.
Breeze hasn't looked back since. No return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
A good pickup there, a 22. They go play action here on 1st down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a gain of 9 yards. And it'll be second and about a yard. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They go play action. Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tahir Whitehead in there to take him down and to take us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. On 3rd down, Mariota. He's got the 1st down and more inside the 40. And he is out of bounds just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the 1st.
Thus far, it hasn't been a real fun half for them, but a play like that may get them off the schneid a little bit, get them loosened up and moving.
Kind of seems like they've been sleepwalking and still sitting on 0 points.
And it's not always making an adjustment. Sometimes it's just going back to what you know can work and finally getting it done.
Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. From the red zone now, Mariota. Steps away to his left. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
They'll try and run forward with Fournette. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target.
And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Marcus Mariota, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Bucs are able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, a full half to be played. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there.
Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. Going top shelf for Smith. Shoot. And that's caught inside the 35. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the 2nd quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt. And Myers able to knock it through. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the 2nd half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the 2nd half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
On play action, Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here. Off the play fake, Mariota. Flushed out right. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. This is caught. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Julio Jones. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Now McManus on to kick this one off. This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Now the attention turns to the Saints offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. The third quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now, those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back. Second down following the incompletion. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here. Shotgun now for Breeze. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it a second down. Breeze gives it up to Ingram. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs. To throw, it's Breeze. They go screen. This is Ingram. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Only 3 there on the screen. It's second down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner.
Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Shaq Thompson coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. Third and long now after the sack of Breeze, and the Saints up against it here. They go play action for Ingram. Now Breeze. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A good pick up there of 20 yards. And the next snap coming inside the red zone here. Into the red zone, it's Breeze. Over the middle, he's got his tight end Ingram. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
That's complete right around the 8. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Evan Ingram, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints now add 6 to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. Here's Myers now to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here comes the Tampa Bay offense now heading back out onto the field. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
And he motions the wide receiver. Mariota now to throw on first down. He's going to let this one go deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones, his intended receiver. That'll bring up second down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. Now it's a bootleg with Mariota. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Cruz. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. Mariota now from the 50. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cruz. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30. 19 on the last play, 19 more here, and another first down. Back now in Tampa. It's Buccaneer football, but they've got work to do. They find themselves behind here to start the fourth quarter. Cruz, the man in motion right. First down, Mariota. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
A second down throw here for Mariota. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Tahir Whitehead in there to record another sack, their sixth of the afternoon. Third and long here for Mariota. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Tahir Whitehead in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. Desperation time. Mariota on fourth down. And the pressure gets to him again. Tahir Whitehead getting him once again his third sack of the afternoon. Play clock winding down. Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he takes it down to the 40 with a pickup of 4. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all three still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to get this inside the 30. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
When you have someone throwing it that well, that confidently, you don't have to call the game in fear at all, do you? You just go ahead and play.
Yep, confidence with a lead to throw it here in the fourth, and boom, he's on the money.
Yeah, you don't have to tuck your head in and go like turn.
And he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Mark Ingram, 28 yards, and the Saints add on to their lead. And he keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now, no question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Tahir Whitehead. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The Bucs on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. From the gun, Mariota. Caught by Jones. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape. Back out onto the field now comes the New Orleans offense. They take over with great field position. They've got the big lead. Most would say they should kneel it, but the key word there is should. You never know here.
You never know. That's the exact play that should happen. But some people like stats. You know, some people like to put more things up on the board, but kneel down is usually the right play here.
We'll see what they do in this situation. Bree's going to throw here. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Wesley Woodyard coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. On second down, here's Breeze. And this is caught at the 8. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there?
And this will be caught, and the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. I tell you, Charles, you play to the final whistle, I get that, but there are a few folks that might not be too happy with that score late in the game with it already well at hand.
You seem a little squeamish about that last score.
I struggle with this one. I struggle. But on the argument, I get it, on the other side is, hey, do something about it. Stop them.
I guarantee you, I know who was really excited. Fantasy owners who had them. Hey, listen, get the points for me. They're not worried about hurt feelings or anything like that. That's just new age stuff.
The Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
And on 2nd and 10 now. Working out of the gun, Mariota. And he's taken down here by the Saints. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play, as we'll get a timeout. As they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. The Bucs on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and forever. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Shaquille Griffin with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Breeze is looking to throw, and he's going to go down. They sack him back right around the 30. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And this will likely be the last play and wrap things up. Breeze to throw on 2nd down. The swing pass caught. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou country would say, that's a little lagniappe, a little extra on top.
It's up and good, and they add one more to what will wind up a fairly lopsided victory. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Join the discussion on Twitter at EA Sports_MUT. With that, we say